I'm Jill Burkey, and I primarily write poetry. I also write family history, and I have ideas for a novel. What inspires me to write can be something from the smallest little comment someone might say. My husband made a comment about Tupperware the other day and how if we ever got divorced, he was going to get rid of all the Tupperware, and I took that whole concept and wrote a poem about it. So little everyday things. I write a lot about the ordinary little things in life that we encounter, but I also write about big themes too. The other day, I was at my daughter's band concert. She's going to be graduating this year, and the war with Ukraine had also just started, and I just kind of started crying in the middle of one of the happiest songs that the band was playing, and I kind of wove in my daughter graduating with the war in Ukraine and wrote a poem about that. So really, I'm just open to anything that happens to me throughout my life, and if it seems poetic or unusual or something that I want to capture, I'll just write about it. So the number of poems I have in my revision drawer or box are probably, I counted once and I think I had around 20, but I put a whole bunch more in there. I think I probably have 40 or so in there now. Sometimes poems I think they're finished, but they're not. I realize as I'm getting them ready to send out, I'll think of something that I want to change, even something really as small as adding a comma or changing a line break or something like that. So then I'll want to read those poems one more time before I call them finished again. So it's just an ongoing process. You're never really quite done revising, which is something that can drive you crazy and slow you down. So I'm trying not to let it do either one of those. I've enjoyed so many things about the residency. I taught 3 workshops, how to write your own greeting cards, and the postcard poems were probably 2 of my favorite ones. I would like to turn my poetry into greeting cards or use my poetry as a greeting card, and so I wanted to explore with that idea of how could I pick lines from poems and turn them into greeting cards, and so I just kind of explored that with the people at the program, and that was really fun. And then the poetry postcards was really fun as well. It was interesting how the act of writing on a postcard really freed me up to know that what I'm writing doesn't have to be perfect, and pretty much whatever I write is probably going to be more exciting than just, hi, I'm in Grand Junction, wish you were here. So that just gave me the freedom to just try something new and put it down and not worry about the end result and just really play again with poetry, and that was a lot of fun. So a project I got to work on during the residency was picking 15 poems to record with Adam in the studio, and that project was amazingly helpful for several reasons. One, it helped me pick 15 poems that I wanted to put together in a collection, and I'm kind of a perfectionist, and so I don't do things if I don't have deadlines because it's not going to be perfect. So it was really helpful to just be pushed to just pick 15 and the order that they would go in. And then to record them was just amazing. And having 2 sessions to record them was really great because Adam, in his wisdom, scheduled 2 times to record them. And the first time I recorded them all too fast, which I didn't realize until I got back home and listened to them. So he was just so generous and gracious with his time, and we recorded them a second time, and I just learned a lot about reading poetry doing that. And that again also gave me confidence and courage to go ahead and move on with this project, thinking people might actually want to listen to the poems. So it was just a really great experience working with Adam, and I learned a lot from him about the process of recording poems and then what to do with them afterwards. He kind of pointed me in the right direction on some of those things. So that was just a really wonderful experience. So what I hope my poetry brings to others is a sense of you're not alone. We're all connected. And also there's been some hard things in our world the last couple of years especially. And I want to bring something good into the world that people can focus on. If they're looking for positive things, they can find that in my poetry. I kind of celebrate the good things in life. So yeah, I would like to bring peace and love and connection to the world, in a world that sometimes it's hard to find that.